Well, let's face it, in Vancouver, people cycle all year round, even if there is a little snow on the ground. So how to be safe? Well, it's all about visibility, and we're going to talk about ways that you can make sure you are seen when you are on the roads on two wheels. Stay with us. You're watching BT. Yeah, thanks very much. I mean, Colin, we are so lucky that regardless of how cold or even a little bit of snow on the ground, we have a perfect cycling city.
We live in a remarkable area of the world where sometimes, sometimes it rains, sometimes it's bright, clear and cold, or dark, clear and cold as it is today. And in fact, that's what we wanted to talk about first, is the importance of visibility. So as we're here, we can see all around us actually the occasional blinking lights going by, and I can tell that some are cars and some are bikes, and that's the key, being able to tell there's a moving vehicle around you in some way, shape or form. So just like with cars, on a bike, you need to have a front white light. Flashing, and I'll get to that in a second, is what this one is doing. On the rear, we've got a red light as well, again, just like in a vehicle, in a car. So the key with the flashing lights is that it just makes you extra visible. And I mean, we get about, I think, a half hour, an hour less of sunlight per day in the wintertime than many other Canadian cities. So it's important for people knowing that you could be starting out in the dark, coming home from work in the dark. So have the lights, the flashing is very important. As well, on the another thing that a lot of people don't necessarily know about or think about, but makes a lot of sense, is a light on the helmet. So when you're at an intersection, then when you're turning and looking, the light goes with you and shows people to your sides as well that you're there. And then let's not forget reflectors. So the value of reflectors, this can strap around my leg. Many jackets and accessories come with reflectors built right in. I think my bags on the side here have reflectors. So this
you almost can't have too many reflectors, could you?
Why not be visible?
Yeah, exactly.
Keep yourself safe.
Keep yourself safe. That's what it's all about this morning. Bike safety here in Vanier Park. For more details on Hub, you can, of course, go to their website, and you do have a special giveaway that's happening on Tuesday,
yeah,
right?
actually Tuesday, North Shore, First and McKay. We'll be there from 4:30 till 6 p.m. giving away bike lights to everyone passing by.
Wonderful. We got lots more throughout the morning there, guys. Thanks very much, guys. Yeah, we are here in beautiful Vanier Park, and what a lovely morning it is, but it's a chilly one, Colin.
It is chilly. We traded the rain, we got the cold, and we can't always count on this sort of thing. So one of the things that we like to do is tell people how to prepare for the more typical winter weather. So that's really primarily staying dry.
Yes.
It really starts in a lot of ways with fenders. They're lightweight, they're not at all expensive, they're easy to put on, and what they do is it protects you from the bulk of the rain. It keeps it all down and from splashing up on top of you. So that's what we say is number one. Number two, it's what you're wearing. So you're actually, pretty close to good to go as it is right now.
I look like I'm ready to hang out on Grouse Mountain more than.
Well, and the funny thing is, a lot of times the ski gear that we have, like whether it's just jackets, if it's waterproof, a lot of that is just good. So you don't have to go out and get a ton of new gear. One of the things that we like to encourage is that for sure a waterproof jacket, of course, is great. But even when it's it's cold, I mean, this is a 3/4 length jacket, and it's something that men and women have. It's something you may already have with your ski gear. It's the sort of thing that allows you to sit on your seat. Your bum sits on the seat. This drapes over your legs and keeps you dry. And then waterproof pants for those who are going all the way through the winter weather when it's raining. This is the sort of thing, it just keeps you dry. It's lined on the inside and reflectors throughout. So it's actually really important to, if you're going to be work commuting. You can also, though, carry all your stuff with you. So it's surprising what these panniers, so they often come in pairs like this, what they actually carry. You can slip in your notebooks, your shoes, an extra pair of clothes. You can see them on the bike here. They actually fit quite well. And the panniers just sit on the back. The weight is balanced on the rear.
And then
away you go.
Not to forget about gloves, Michelle. People need to stay warm. Here's what they look like right here, keeping you nice and warm and waterproof. For more details on Hub, you can go to bikehub.ca. We got lots more coming up throughout the morning. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Definitely. Thanks very much. Yeah, and boy, what an inspirational story. Thanks so much. We are here in a beautiful spot, Vanier Park. We've been talking about bike safety. Up next, maintenance is a part of that. We've got some great tips for you coming up next on BT. Stay with us. Yeah, thanks very much here in Vanier Park, where we're hanging out with Colin from Hub. All morning long, we've been talking about safety gear, being visible, of course, staying dry, staying warm. And now we got to take care of the bike.
You want to really extend the life of the things. Bike really lasts a long time, can last your lifetime, but there's some parts where you just need to maintain a little bit. And it's like with many things, you know, the little simple things mean a lot. So the first thing is the chain. It's not something that we necessarily need people to, you know, maintain and replace themselves at all, but you do want to keep it clean. So when you're running your hand along it, you shouldn't be coming away with too much dirt, too much grunge, and in fact, you should see all the little parts very cleanly and clearly like that. Now, when you hear squeaking, that's metal on metal, and so you do want to keep it lubed up. And so it's something very simple where, you know, you have this is a couple bucks, you apply a couple drops along the chain like this. In fact, you may even see some of it come out as I'm here, and just a little bit goes a long way. In fact, you don't want to put on too much because it can gather a lot of the stuff from the road and get very grungy. It's like when you touch your the bottle of oil on your kitchen counter and it's a little bit slick. That's how much you want on your chain. Now, the other thing that's really important, of course, is air for the tires. Now, you want to have it really pumped full of air. You want it nice and full, because essentially, if it's not full, you're going to be less efficient and working that much harder on the road. So nice pumped up, and really, it's one of those things where you go to a bike shop, and most bike shops, I think even all bike shops, will give you air for free. They may even lube you up, and it's great to have a relationship with a bike shop nearby where you can get yourself maintained and on your way.
Some great tips from Hub. For more details, you can go to bikehub.ca. We've got lots more coming up throughout the morning. Just before 9 o'clock, guys, we're going to go warm up and have a coffee.
That's a good idea.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, I need my sunglasses, though. It's a beautiful sunny morning, albeit a little bit cool. We are here in Vanier Park. We've been talking about bike safety. Coming up next, where you can find all the resources you could ever want to know if you're looking to get into that biking culture. Stay with us. You're watching BT. Yeah, what a beautiful morning it's been, Colin, hanging out here in Vanier Park. You've got your bike. We're now doing a little stroll. This is
We're all
fun.
ready to go. It's awesome. Yeah.
Now, for anyone that wants to get involved in kind of that biking culture, let's say they're sort of just for the first time going, you know what, this is going to be the year that I cycle more.
Yeah, well, you know, that's the thing. You've learned how to be visible and to maintain the bike and to stage ride and all that. But now you see your friends, your kids, anybody out there actually, engaging. They're on the road. And so if you want to get comfortable, the best thing you can do, I mean, think about all the people who take like yoga classes or cooking classes. There's cycling courses, and that's what we offer. So they're called Streetwise. They're cycling courses, half-day classroom, and then you go out on the street with a certified instructor, and you learn to get comfortable in the rules of the road. And I mean, that's really key. You've got to get out there, but to get out there with a little bit of a helping hand, and that's what we do at Hub.
And so for somebody that sort of goes, I can't go all the way, it really makes a difference to even just incorporate it somehow into your lifestyle.
Well, it's like the little wins. We were talking about little victories. You have a sunny day in the middle of winter. You get out and you get comfortable. One of the things you can do is participate in Bike to Work Week, where it's not something where you've committed to a long-term all year round, but you get out with your coworkers and your friends, and you're participating in this, twice a year, 1 week long thing to get out there and commute to work. It's
wonderful.
Really easy.
Well, thank you very much for joining us this morning. For more details on Hub, you can go to bikehub.ca and just get out there, even just a little bit here and there. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
We're going to take a little break here on Breakfast Television. Will this sunshine stay with us, and will it ever warm up? We'll replicate. We'll have all those details coming up next. Stay with us.